I'm going to be talking to aspiring business owners. You might be someone who just finished high school, or you might be someone who just graduated from school, who wants to own a business or who want to be self-employed. I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm going to be talking to you today. And mind you, I'm your guy and you can trust me. I would like you to take note that I'm not going to be beating around the bush. I'm going to make it very simple, not like taking you back to classes or taking you back to school, but it's going to be educational. It's going to be very simple that even a 5 years old can understand how to start a business. And quickly, I will say that not all business model, not all business principle can actually be carried out in all territories of the world. But this model I'm going to give to you today, trust me, is going to be viable and it can be applied in at least 98% of the global population. Anywhere you find yourself in the world, is going to be viable for you to start a small business. I'm your guy, and if you are seeing this video right now, please stay to the end, because everything I'm going to be bringing to you on this channel is true and authentic. I know of a guy who started a business some years ago. He got this money from his parents and some money from his side hustle. So he think he can just jump into a business. So he actually did. He opened a business, a restaurant business. He opened it in a very big way, a very attractive way that, yes, at least there's nobody that will see that kind of a firm that will not like to come in to eat. But in the long run, just 6 months, he closed down the business. The business was shut down. What actually made this guy to close down his business? These are some of the secrets I'm going to be sharing to you today in this video. The very first thing I would like you to do is self-discovery. Discover yourself. Know what you like, know what you hate, and know the things you can do easily, the things that you are passionate about. Discover yourself. Take a pen, write down about yourself, the things you know that your strength is. Then secondly, discover the type of business. You need to discover the type of business that fits your strength, because you cannot start something that you know you can't finish. Imagine someone who don't have the strength or the ability to lift up a block or bricks is opening a block or a cement business. Or someone who cannot drive. You've not been to the driving school, you don't know what driving is, you are opening a car business. Imagine someone who don't know what transportation is, who don't know, you've not gotten any idea about what transportation is. Now you are opening a transport business. So that is why it is very imperative that you look down, you look deep into yourself. Take your pen, list out the items of the things that you know you can easily achieve, one step at a time. Write it down. Don't forget to write. Every businessman or every successful businessman that you've seen or heard of today always have the power of pen and paper. Then, after you must have identified the type of business, second thing that you must do is that you need to learn. Yes, you need to learn. Knowledge is key. You cannot start a business that you don't know anything about. Even if you are going to employ people to work for you, the basic part of business is that every sole proprietor must or should have an idea of the business he or she is going into. In case of business challenges, you can turn and fall back to yourself recuperate and know where the challenge is coming from and how you will be able to handle it. Look for institutions, look for mentors that has been in that field, look for a shop for apprenticeship, offices that accept apprenticeship. You can learn, enroll to them, learn. It can be 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, sometimes 4 years. But it is very important that you enroll yourself into a place where you can learn. You can even learn online. Yes, you can use online method to learn. But before you start any business, the one that you've chosen to do, make sure that you look for a place to learn the skills, the needed skills to make that business a success. The number 3 key I'm giving to you now is know the people that your business will serve. Yes, know the people that your business is serving. Is it for kids? Is it for babies? Is it for teenagers? Is it for adults or for old people? So you should take note of the people that your business is serving. I'm going to add number 4 to this other one, location. So every business thrives well based on the location that the business is being situated. If you are into a restaurant business, for example, definitely you want to open a business restaurant in a place where you have top offices, where you have big businesses, where you have tourists, a place that is busy, where people can easily identify or come into the place and buy food. If you want to go into oil and gas, definitely you are going to be going outskirts of the town a little for security reasons. You need to go outskirts of the town a little, get a space where that kind of business will be situation and be favorable. If you want to open a music studio, definitely you don't want to open a music studio in a place that is very noisy. Definitely you want to go and find a place where it is kind of excluded a little, a quiet place where you can actually open the business so that you will not get noise interference, so much noise interference with your production. Even if you have soundproof, there are some places where you open music studio with your soundproof, you still get a lot of noise because the area is very industrial. The place is very industrial, so there will be noises all around and it will not be suitable to get a music business opened. So linking the location and the age group that your business will be serving. If you want to open a boutique, definitely you should know the type of boutique you are opening. Are you opening a boutique for newborn babies? Are you opening a boutique for teenagers? Are you opening a boutique for young adults or adults? Are you opening a boutique for the elderly? Know these things very well and know the location that this kind of business will fit. Carefully do a study of your area so that you can know where to station your business. I don't know if you are understanding me. I'm trying to bring this back home and simple without speaking so much grammar. Bring the business, take a look at your surrounding. If that business that you are doing or if that business that you want to do will thrive in that very area. Possible, ask questions. Mind you, I told you that you must have learned. You must have gone to a place to learn. So from that experience, you should know where to station your particular kind of business. Another very important part that will not be excluded from this video is that you need to write out the financial cost, the financial implication that the business is going to demand starting from goods, getting goods, if you are going to be doing buying and selling, equipment, if you're going to be rendering services, the equipment, the cost of the equipment, and the places where you will get those goods and the equipment from. You have to make sure you add your rent. That is, if you are getting a rented apartment, or you are starting from your home, or you are starting from your parents' house, that can even make it easy for you to start. You can beg your parents, you can start from your parents' house. But if you have the means, you can also get a rented apartment or a rented shop to start the business. But make sure this cost is written down. Even if you are starting from your parents' house, write the cost of the rent also. Start paying the rent gradually. Start saving up for the rent, because you are not going to be in your parents' house forever. Definitely the business is going to expand. The business is going to grow. So as business is growing, there is need for you to leave your apartment or leave your parents' apartment and get a shop for yourself, so that the business can be independent. The number 5, if I'm not mistaken, number 6 is the financial cost. Getting finance. Yes, how do you tend to raise finance to start this business? This very one, the principle does not really apply in every region, but most of the time it is the same. You can get financial support from family members, you can get financial support from friends, you can get financial support from elders, you can get financial support from institutions, you can get financial support from the bank, you can get financial support from the government. But among all, you need to write and try your best on how to sort for funds, which is very important. Business does not run without money. So you need to write this out and know how to sort for funds. Or in other way, if you already have a few savings for yourself and you want to start the business gradually and grow, which every business does, and what you have with you can actually start up the business, I will urge you to start from there. Start from that little that you have and grow the business gradually. But if the little you have is not enough, then you can sort for fund from either friends, family members, financial institutions, the government. You can sort for fund to help you start your business. Some of the time, this other point I want to give you now might not really be important, but it depends on the business that you are starting. You get. But for small businesses, it's not really important, because you can actually serve the role, and the role is getting an employee. Also write it down, because as your business grows, you might want to get an extra hand to help you in the business affair. So write it down, getting an employee. But from the beginning, you might not need it. You might be able to do your business alone. Then as the business grows, then you can sort for who to employ to run your business successfully. Yes, after you must have done these 6 things I've told you, 7 things, right? Yes, these 7 things I have told you, the next thing that you should do next is starting the business. Yes, starting the business most times can be very challenging, from bringing in all these things I've told you, the goods, the arrangement of the place, electricity of the place, the water of the place, so many things. It can be very challenging, and finally you start up. Now, to make this business again to start going on a good pace, to start up on a good pace, you need to make sure you do a good advert. Do good advert that will be at least consistent for at least the next 6 months of the business. Then you also will be consistent in the business place for the next 6 months. with these two things, if you are consistent with it, success is definitely guaranteed. I must tell you the truth, success is definitely guaranteed. With God on your side, you are going to come out with a testimony. If you like this video that I've done so far, please give it a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Subscribe to my channel, because I'll be coming up with so many exciting and educating topics. Thank you very much for watching.